Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be a lot different. So we are playing Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. I've already played all the past expansions. If you've never seen this game before, I highly recommend you go and play it for yourself. It is an amazing game. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, if you like us MMORPGs, oh my god, this is the one. It's not to everyone's taste, but I mean, all I can say is you're missing out. That's all I can say. But welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. If you have not seen the other expansions, or if you've not seen the story for them, you will be extremely confused. But I've already played through it. I started back in 2020. And I figured it'd be fun to record Dawntrail. Just to, I don't know. Just to have those memories, I guess. And so y'all can see the journey and ride along with me. So, but anyways, I hope you guys are doing well and all that good stuff. And, yeah, I mean, let's jump right into it. Like, oh my gosh. Also, if any of you Final Fantasy XIV players that are curious out there, yeah, I'm kind of like an all-rounder, so, I mean, yeah, and I'm on Ether. I'm on the Ether, so if any of you 14 players out there that are watching this, if y'all want to do some like content together, not recording stuff, I mean like at streams or savages, I'll be down. So I mean y'all know I'm on Ether, so it's not hard to find me. Just say something in the comments. We'll arrange something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video though. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Welcome back, Vincent. I've just had word from Aaronville. Seems he's managed to secure passage to Tural aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment. Oh dude, the theme is so good. Freaking love this game. Logica gave us the good news. Oh, I couldn't read that. The only one. Gosh, this shit's going by fast. Golly. You're all here. To some persuasion, but the Gleaner's Guild ship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There'll be other passengers, researchers, and artisans, and the like. So we'll okay. That's fine, Aaronville. I doubt anyone expected that we'd have a ship all to ourselves. They're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now's the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we're doing in Tural, yes. We've not forgotten. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, I forgot. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawnservant. In addition to that, Alphino and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbors. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn about the myriad cultures in the red. Oh my god, y'all might have to read this. This is going by too fast. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask, otherwise you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Cryle? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, we had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawnservant. Yeah, oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I should very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa. You can get your answers right from the source. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I'm part of this expedition alone because the third promise is commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. Well said, we won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Right then, if all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart. Damn, y'all making me read like crazy. Hasn't even been 5 minutes. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbor. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well. Oh shit, here we go!
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Buthiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough. Disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need? And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kettenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me! Woklamat!
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now, and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliyollal and the rite of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own. Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Music already sounds amazing. I love the soundtrack already. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our warband have fallen, so we head on with our wounds. My story will, since you asked, on to retrace the historic journey of the great Ram. I don't know how to pronounce that. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural almost 80 years ago. The Mamuja's leader is said to have welcomed Ram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty and silverware as a token of their friendship. The real treasure was the crops he brought back. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's say potatoes. I'm gonna say potatoes. Potatoes, tomatoes, and corn were spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. Tales say he returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. Oh, damn. Oh, this will be my first visit to Tural. I'm not pronouncing that. So that's my name. I was working at Esh Times Aesthetics in Ul'dah, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Sharlayan in hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawnservant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliyollal, I don't know, man. Seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. What you gotta say? I can feel my edge start to dull on these long sea voyages. How about some light sparring land? Sure. Always itching for a fight, aren't you? An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, so based in Ul'dah. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Consider this, it is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the new quote, oh my god, that's, I don't even know how to pronounce that. The Hrothgar, I'm not pronouncing that. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race mind, but because many individuals of said race were associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. That's unique. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool though. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawnservant shining chair. There are 4 claimants, and the rite of succession, your young Muhammad being one of them, of course. But from what Amuja look was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders, not too many keen to risk their coin on the 3rd promise. That's interesting. Going anything of interest? Yeah, a couple stuff. Oh, I hadn't heard that about the clan names. We should have Ufamat and Aaronville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here all day. Let's all gather in the cabin.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Aaronville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Tural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Oh dear.
This wind's too strong to take in this. I'm going off the mast! We need help! Get him below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life he must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Vuklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliyollal's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Oh, easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tuliyollal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a rite of succession to choose its next Dawnservant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuliyollal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tuliyollal.
Yo, this shit is gorgeous. Oh my god, I love this. But despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. You've arrived in Tuliyollal. You can return to the city anytime by speaking with the sprightly sailor. Okay. Right then, first things first. You're still seasick. Still a bit queasy, no boats for a while. I realize we just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. The arguments here I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? We were wondering who these strange folk were, so the third promise has found herself some new followers. Followers? Well, come on. Are you unwell? No, not at all. That'd be better. The third promise does not get seasick. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I prepared them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious, but we certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you're bothering me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Open lot is technically royalty here, like it or not. A person of Earth station surrounded by this many outskirts is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Vincent, you and Croc from me. How's that terms then? We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wonderful. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wukulmat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. That's funny. Alright. I'm fine now. I really can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. Well, with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, might as well tell you about the harbor. Aaronville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drifts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats and barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic from Tural, the southern landmass, the clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls and the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Baby should be our next stop. Okay. Yeah, I already know about all this. this shit is. This place is huge. How big is? Oh my god! This is Bayside Baby, Tuliyollal's largest marketplace, being right on the harbor. Everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. I should mention that here in Tuliyollal, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your guild. There's also, I'm not pronouncing that, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. Can't wait to see the look on your faces. So there's the Lev thing. The Lev man. There's the haunt vendor. There's some other shops up there too. Okay. This ain't too bad. Materia vendor over there. Now before I talk to you, I'm gonna tune into this. This is a really cool Aetheryte design. I love that. Alright. What do you got to say? What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have Aetherytes in Tuliyollal. I think I told you before, but my brother Kowana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetheryte construction. Papa warned me to the idea once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, the attuning thing. If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again, and then up the slip to the side, right at the top, is the gate, which leads to Tural. Okay, let's make a stop at Bright Bloom Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Lands Guard. This place is huge. Am I even going the right way? Y'all about to see me get lost as hell in this place. Okay. We gotta go over here. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slips and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Clement gets her endless endurance. Nah. That's too out of the way. Trying to see where all the Aetheryte ones are. Get around a lot easier. This place is huge. Like, look at the scenery. This place is insane. Okay, that's pretty cool. I do like the little design of these. Here we are, Bright Bloom Post. The soldier stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyollal and preserving the peace. The Lands Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning, at least until 3 years ago when Zeralja took over as commander, the title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawnservant in martial strength. That's pretty impressive. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphino and Alize should be around here too. Come on, it's time I show you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of the Talon March. The Sky Gate? What the hell is that? This big ass thing? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants. Strictly speaking, Tural is actually two supercontinents. Tural, so the lands of the mother, and Zak Tural, the northern ends of the father. Legends say it used to be one of the great landmass, but long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and one threw the other to the ground. The impact was so devastating as to split the continent. And okay. I'm put in mind of the conflict between Tidal and Zodiark. But getting back to Tural, those lands are also part of the Tuliyollal nation. It's my father incredible. He united the peoples of two oh my god, this is going fast. Many clans of Tural have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to the myriad conflicts that we finally have peace. That's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawnservant. Until then, you'll just have to wait. Then I'll make sure you win. Mark my words. You really mean that? Huh. What to anyone who stands between you and adventure. I must have covered half the city by now. Tuliyollal is unlike any other place I visit. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. It's ready to commence the second half of the tour. We'll head west next. West. See, that's my last. Okay. Towards the Arch of the Dawn, the dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles to Tuliyollal. It certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by now. If you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. We gotta go all the way down here. I might have to put on my barge for pollutant. Still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokhoi. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Tural to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Yokhoi drew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliyollal. We climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Okay. Lots of complex words. I'm not used to this. Yo, this is cool. It's called Volek Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. Probably want to take a closer look. Probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is, oh my god, it's huge. Is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Good question. I'm getting this aetheryte. This shit's crazy. Alright, yeah, guys, hang on. Where are you? This is really cool. I like this. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Tural clans, Mamuja, that one, Moblin, Hanu. We also have, I'm not pronouncing that, Nope, Shatona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Tural. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. A true representation of Tuliyollal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. So we continue down the stairs. Y'all killing me with these words, dog. Oh my god. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions like when honoring the land's guards return from a dangerous duty. I tried hanging it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? That's a good question. Oh, I about went the wrong way. Actually, no. That's the right way. Hang on, guys. Take a little detour. I'm gonna take a little detour. I gotta get this aetheryte. This is really cool. Oh, I missed that one too. I'm pretty sure. That's fine. Alpacas! That's crazy! Oh my god! Here we are, and here are dirigibles, not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliyollal like those. We have them for the exact same reasons as the 8th rites. Kawana brought back the plans from Charlian. Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities have never been easier. That's enough about dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. Oh, wait, hold up. This is really cool. This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Tural Land Gate, but when Papa founded Tuliyollal, everyone began using its present name in honor of its great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Uka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of secession asks of us, we might end up going, okay. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed by out earlier? Alpacas! Watch it be like some unique name. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome, they seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kyle. You'll learn soon enough. Oh. But forget the alpacas, I have something far more important to show you. Oh my god. Oh, that's great. The "you'll learn soon enough" line was just, oh my god, that was great. If you wish to learn the history of Tuliyollal, then look no further. These stone pillars, I mean. Growl regards to stone pillars. Okay. What is special about these pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. Alright. The following event cannot be skipped. Oh, a long cutscene. Okay. Oh, it's like the history. That's what it looks like. I don't know. Pictures. Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamuja. Oh, then this must be That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Galu Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged are all immortalized in the stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliyollal came to be. Study them as long as you want. Jeez. Oh, okay. Lay of Brotherhood. This pillar and turn this off. I can read this. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to a former explorer, Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Ah, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tural is what promoted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. His disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Okay. What about this one? Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story of when Papa visited the Hanu in their village in Kozamauka. The people of Alphanote almost mistook for Vanu. If not for the colorful plumage, he spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu and the Seat of Clouds. So it's no surprise he took an interest in their countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and colorful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. Yeah, they're not that colorful in the Sea of Clouds. Let's see, this one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the Moblins of Kozamauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silverwork they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. So Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly the Vanu aren't the people with distant Turali counterparts. Damn, that got me reading like hell. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here of the... I'm not pronouncing that. Like me. For decades, the Zbrawl... yeah, I'm not. And the Mamuja were at war for control of the forest of Yaktail. The actions Papa took to the end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliyollal. There is a clan of Hrothgar and Bajja known as Hellions. Hellions? Yeah. Hellions. Whatever. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, the men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. God, I forgot there's a second half. Alright, Lay of the Gold. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu, whose homeland is in... I'm not pronouncing that. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tuliyollal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Oh, this one was my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Valagarmanda? I should explain a Tural... Oh my god, it got me stuttering now. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power? Tataro described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valagarmanda itself was dubbed by the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end after a great struggle. Pop and his comrades, I'm messing up, managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in that mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valagarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliyollal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Okay. This is a lot. This is a lot. Leah proof. Oh my god, it's almost over. The Leah proof, that big fellow of the Yokhoi, the largest of Tural's people. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a domain encompassing all of Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, then they turned northwards, setting their sights on Tural. You'll recall the massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they conquered and withdrew into the mountains of that. I've never seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Good question. Oh, this one is unmarked. It says you left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliyollal's history, whatever that might be. Is it over? Yes. Thank you. No more looks. Not one more look. I'm good. I'm good. That's enough reading. I'm gonna have to read some more. Oh shit, here we go. Glad to hear it. You know, I felt awfully hungry all of a sudden. You know what? Me too. I'm gonna have to get something to eat after this video. And no surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while, but now I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Damn, guys, I'm really hungry now that they said that. Damn. I'm starving. Yo, this music is so good. Oh, I can get that one. Yeah, this music is a bop. I don't care what anyone says. Oh my god. Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliyollal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at... I'm not pronouncing that. I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order.
Evo!
Thank God it's voiced. I need a break from reading. Alright.
My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawnservant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh! Ah!
My tacos, you bastard!
If it isn't the third promise.
What the?
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawnservant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneeveling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawnservant.
All peoples are equal in Tuliyollal. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the rite of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. so they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubigo and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Alright. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliyollal cuisine, but we should hurry up and join the alpha. No, my tacos! Bruh. I don't know if I get to fight that guy. The bastards. Crush my tacos, man. My poor empty belly. Damn. Still hungry enough to eat a whole roasted. I don't even know what that is. The contest won't wait for us forever. Several cutscenes will set aside time to watch these cutscenes. Alright, let's do this! I've acquainted the twins with the city as best as I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, will catch their eye, spraying them down an alley. Oh my gosh. Yep, sounds like them. I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time to... We saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Oh boy. See how this goes. Estinian? Oh shit!
Estinian? When did he get here?
I was about to say the same thing.
More to the point, why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them for Sunpurge to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that man there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tural.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
Oh. When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Dawnservant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered steel. Yet as much as I'd enjoy testing their metal, the hour of the rite is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends. The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona. The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja. You four will compete in the rite of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawnservant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyollal is young, and so I look to the always for inspiration. The rite of succession, the means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyollal I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the one head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in shock Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the rite of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Tural and find the City of Gold.
If I may, Father.
Speak, Ona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own four eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyollal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions, and we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City. I mean to have you do the same, But in order to achieve victory proper, you'll need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
The Tuliyollal saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the rite is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakunja as successor and be done with it.
The rite of succession begins now. I'll be watching you progress with great interest. And claimants, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my order some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the rite of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawnservant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this? Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
So you are committed to your path? I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawnservant's revelation.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliyollal's mightiest warrior!
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja. Take heart, tiller of the soil.
The Resilion's son, blood heir to the Dawnservant, has heard your pleas.
Saralja, the first promise and commander of the Landsguard. Soralja, the palace seer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gurul Jaja.
And Resilient Son. Is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion. Common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Cryon, are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zawaljar's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawnservant. If you will excuse me.
Plain spoken, as always.
That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Sharlian's own studio.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliyollal with every bright notion he learned of in Sharlia. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser claimants. So, come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawnservant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliyollal. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja finally found peace in Tuliyollal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawnservant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, Third Promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turali way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliyollal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies. It's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious Third Promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's Promise? I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat, I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
Alright, jeez. Well, so much for the briefing I had in mind. Baba's not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're finding the city of gold. Let's just first comparing the tablets against the pillars. And you know what? That's where we're gonna end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Well, it's not a lot of action, a lot of cutscenes, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys actually stuck through the video until the end. If you did, I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, as always, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a great day. And as always, stay casual. I'll see you guys in the next one.